Hey guys, it's Ison here, and I'm here with my buddy Graegast, who you obviously can't see. If you want to say hi, you can.
Hi.
You're less enthusiastic than the Goblin Child was, I have to say. But we're on our way to the Star Trek Month 1 Collective Op, which I'm really excited about. I'm going to answer a question real quick before I get into any of this. Would you read that out for me?
As you love board games, do you want to put more board game overview and gameplay videos on your channel?
And that's from Timo Mejier. Once again, I'm going to butcher your name. I did that last time too. Timo, there we go. I have actually with Graegast, I have a lot of plans for doing a lot more reviews, overviews, component overviews, unboxings, stuff like that. We're waiting on two main things. First being a better camera, because the camera I'm currently using is kind of shitty in that it doesn't record in widescreen. It's weird, it records in widescreen, but it won't export in widescreen. I have no idea that thing's really weird, but whatever. I'm borrowing a camera from a friend beginning of next month to test it out and see if it's something I want to buy off them, and that might do the ticket there. And the other thing we're kind of waiting on is our friendly local game store, Your Hobby Place, is moving at some point, and he has some private rooms that he's going to let us record in. So, and just generally more space, so, you know, when I sit down and do an unboxing, I take up like a table and a half of his space, which I really feel bad about. But, yeah. So, once he gets his move all situated, which was supposed to be like, what, 2 months ago? The builders keep running into delays with stuff, or delaying stuff, I don't know, one or the other. It's either their fault or whatever. It's probably their fault. But, so once that gets set up, and I get a hold of a better camera, I'm planning on doing a lot more board game stuff. I'm really excited about that. But I wanted to talk about the collective op, because it's kind of all that's on my mind right now. It's the first op I'll be going to. You're just watching, right? You're just
I'm just gonna go watch.
Yeah, and the way our game store does it is you bring a 90-point fleet, and then you get a blind booster, and you make 30 points out of that. And I've got a 90-point Klingon fleet, and I might not remember which is on which ship, but it's, I don't remember that guy's name. I think it was Goat? No. I don't remember my third captain's name. But I've got Martok, the one that lets you take an extra action. I have, and I think he is on the Karaga named ship, so he gets a ton of agility dice when he's cloaked. It's something like 6 agility dice. I've got Worf. I believe I put Worf on the Vorcha. And I've got Worf and Drex, and that lets me reroll all blanks, and if I use the Drex action, I can then turn one battle station into a crit and the rest into hits.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Yeah,
I played my fleet against Graegast last time we were at the game store, and it was pretty brutal. It was disgusting. And then I can't remember the third captain's name, but he's the one that, as an action, it gives all friendly Klingon pilots within range 1-2 +1 attack die. So that's just a thing that's nice. So basically more shots for Worf. And he's on the Katinga, I believe. I might have switched him and Worf. I always mix those up. But there is a Klingon in the blind boosters, there we go. Yeah. There's a possible Klingon in the blind booster, and if I got that, I would just come everywhere. Like, it would just be a fountain of semen. I'm bringing extra pants just in case. But the way this op works is there's a big old board cube in the middle. I'm probably getting yelled at for taking both hands off the wheel there. No one's yelled at me for doing any of these while driving. And last time I had Goblin Child in the back, so if they're gonna yell, they'd probably yell on that one.
Yeah.
But there's a board cube directly in the middle, and each turn it moves, I can't remember if it's 2 or 3 in a random direction. And if any ships are within range of it, it targets the closest ship and it rips a piece of equipment off the ship. If you don't have any equipment, it rips a crew member. If you don't have any crew members, we know it rips crew members, and if you don't have any crew members, it rips off your captain.
Yeah.
Which brings you down to a pilot skill 1. And then if it doesn't, it fires a massive attack at you.
And that really stings for the Klingon fleet, losing captains, that is.
Yeah, and the fact is, like, I have one crew member. Like, the only upgrade in my entire fleet is a single crew member. So, if I don't get a Klingon in my booster, if I get one of the others, I'm probably going to try to load up as many crew members as possible just to have that buffer. And try to just, if I'm going to be within range, keep him closer. I mean, obviously, the optimal thing would be keep the enemy closer and just kind of pincer them. But, you can't really guarantee that. But, that's my thought process there. If I get Klingon, I'm just going to, as I said, come everywhere. It's going to be crazy. I'll probably get kicked out and won't be able to do the op. But it's basically just a annihilation. It's you one-on-one with another person. Last ship standing wins. And you get 2 points for winning, 1 point for losing, and you get an extra point if you if you take the last hit on the last ship. So if you are the last hit on the enemy fleet, you get an extra point. So up to 3 points per round, because it's 3 rounds. I might record some of that. It really depends on whether or not my opponents are okay with it. I don't know. Maybe. But with those, I'll probably get some footage, edit it up, and use it to talk about, I don't know if you will, a post-mortem on the op after everything's said and done. But I'm ridiculously excited. Yeah.
I'd definitely be down for recording some of your matches.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, if you could, that'd be really cool. I really wish I had borrowed that camera earlier, because that'd be a good place to test it, but whatever. But yeah, so I think that's kind of, the op's the only thing on my mind today, honestly. Like, I cleaned a lot of my house today, and that was about it. I cleaned my house with all this energy I have from getting ready to go to this op. I'm all, like, buzzing. It's great. But I think I'm going to end this one here. Thank you guys so much for all the support. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like, share it with all your friends. It's a cool thing to do. If you don't share this video with your friends, you're probably going to die in a ditch. I feel confident saying that. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button so I can tell you later that you will die in a ditch. But as always, have a good one.
Klingon!